The cafe buzzed with life. People chatted animatedly, and the sound of clinking spoons filled the air, creating a symphony of everyday life. It was just another Tuesday, a day like any other, where the routine felt comforting and predictable. A young woman named Lily stood in line, patiently waiting for her coffee. She glanced around, taking in the familiar sights and sounds of her favorite cafe.
One latte coming right up.
The barista placed a blue cup on the counter. It glowed faintly, catching Lily's eye and piquing her curiosity. Lily, puzzled but intrigued, took a cautious sip. As the warm liquid touched her lips, the world around her began to spin and blur. She closed her eyes tightly, hoping to steady herself. When she opened them, everything had changed. The modern tables and chairs of the cafe had vanished, replaced by something entirely different. Lily found herself standing in a grand hall, its vastness and opulence overwhelming her senses. Rich tapestries hung from the stone walls, depicting scenes of knights and battles long past. A fire roared in a giant fireplace, casting flickering shadows across the room and adding to the surreal atmosphere. Lily was stunned, her mind racing with questions. Where was she? How did she get here? The cafe, the blue cup? It all seemed like a distant memory now. A trumpet blared, echoing through the grand hall, signaling the start of the grand feast. People in velvet robes bowed low, their heads almost touching the ground in reverence.
Your Majesty, we are honored by your presence.
Lily was confused, her mind struggling to grasp the reality of her surroundings. A man in shining armor approached her, his eyes filled with a mix of curiosity and respect.
My queen, welcome back from your journey. We have awaited your return with great anticipation.
He led her to a feast, the likes of which she had never seen before. Long tables overflowed with food, an array of dishes that seemed almost endless. Roast chicken, grapes, and strange puddings filled every space, each dish more exotic than the last. Lily had never seen such abundance, her eyes wide with amazement at the sheer opulence. She ate cautiously, her mind racing with questions. How did she get here? What was this place? This must be a dream, she thought, trying to make sense of the surreal experience. Lily clutched the blue cup, still warm in her hand, a tangible connection to this strange reality. Suddenly, a knight bumped into her, jolting her from her thoughts. The cup tumbled from her grasp, clattering on the stone floor with a loud crash. The world dissolved around her once more, leaving her in a state of bewilderment. Lily gasped, her breath catching in her throat. She stood on a platform, high above a dazzling city that stretched as far as the eye could see. Flying cars zoomed past, leaving trails of light that painted the sky in vibrant colors. People glided by on moving sidewalks, their faces illuminated by the glow of neon signs. Robots served drinks in glowing cubes, their movements precise and mechanical, yet oddly graceful. Lily had never seen anything like it. The sheer scale and complexity of the city left her in awe. A crowd gathered, their clothes shimmering like rainbows under the artificial lights, creating a mesmerizing spectacle.
Greetings, Supreme Leader. We await your wisdom. The crowd's voice echoed through the air.
Lily was speechless, her mind racing to comprehend the reality before her. This was too strange, too much for her to process all at once. She wished for the comfort of her familiar coffee shop, a place where everything made sense. Closing her eyes, Lily wished to be back in her own time, away from this bewildering future. Lily opened her eyes. The aroma of coffee beans filled the air. The familiar buzz of the cafe surrounded her. Had it all been a dream? Lily looked around. Everything was as she left it. Well, almost. On the table next to her latte rested the blue cup. It no longer glowed. Lily stared at it, then back at the barista. He smiled, oblivious.
Actually, I think I'll just have a bottle of water instead.
Lily decided not to press her luck.